Hello, I'm Jacquelyn, and welcome to my Not Living Alone diaries, where I share a glimpse of my life as a wife and a fur mom. So, for this week's video, I wanted to do a talking video instead of the usual one that I do, which is the subtitle on or the caption on. Firstly, because I don't really have a prepared clips for this one. I mean, I had, but I didn't get to finish it. I was recording some clips of me just cleaning the house and prepping our house last week for my sister's visit. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get some clips of them or of us together, and I thought it wouldn't make sense to still use those clips. Does that make sense? So yeah, so I think I'm just going to scrap that one. But for today's video, I think I'm just going to share some updates. So I guess I'll start with that. So last week, my sister and brother-in-law, they stayed here during the weekend. They they left Monday morning, and then I guess I just felt sad. I felt sad, and whenever I'm sad, I can't um I can't do stuff, I guess. Or I'm not motivated to do anything. So I felt bad again, and then I thought like, well, I should fix my schedule. I should do something so that I guess I can still finish some things, or so my mind will be busy instead of just focusing on whatever thoughts I'm having. So I thought of like doing a schedule for myself, and I wanted to show it to you. So this is a schedule that I came up with. I posted it here beside my table so that I can see it. Although I'm thinking maybe I should put this in front of or beside my bed. Now, anyways, I want to talk about my schedule. So, I guess I can skip Sunday here. Sunday is just like relaxation day. So like clean, draw, read. And that's the same with what do you call this? For Saturday, except that on Saturday I'm planning and hopefully I will be consistent on uploading my videos every 9:30 a.m. But for Monday and I guess Friday, if you have seen my or watched my other videos, we bought a hydrangea plant, a hydrangea and rose, and because I wanted to make sure that I'm taking care of them, I made a schedule like which best to water them. Based on my research, it's best to water it in the morning. Make sure not to leave it out in the sun because the roots might dry up. I'll show my plants to you later too. Going back to my schedule, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. So, Gia is my friend, and I'm helping her do an outline for their videos. And then, driving tests. I already know how to drive. I have a license in the Philippines, but might be different here in the US. So I am studying the questionnaires online. I found a website. I'll look for the website, the name of the website again. So if you're looking to study for the written exam, maybe you can use that, or that will help you. And then data analytics. Data analytics. Actually, I'm not going to study data analytics anymore. I wanted to do so many things. I told him that I kind of I wanted to study data analytics. I wanted to study data analytics. I wanted to draw. And then I also wanted to continue studying Braille. I mean, I can still study Braille, but I have to prioritize which ones I wanted to do first. And for this schedule now, I think I'm just going to use it to send some applications. So that's that. Hi, nako. And then, okay, going back to more fun stuff. So I have here like draw and read because I wanted to learn how to draw better and hopefully can, I guess, do something with it. Maybe sell digital stickers or I don't know. These are the more exciting parts that I wanted to share with you. So I'll bring you around the house so that I can show them to you because my Kindle is not here.
And it'll eventually go away, but I'm not sure how seamless that will be. We'll see. Also, if you don't.
So this is the rose now. It wasn't like this before. There's more leaves before, but I had to trim them because they're already yellow and some are wilted. Like this one, I didn't cut them because they were here at the bottom part. Maybe I should. And there are also like these black spots. I think they are based on Google. They're fungus or bacteria. So this is my like this is my not problem, but I don't know how to like solve this, or maybe I'm overthinking it. But based on Google, do not water or not get the leaves wet because that's how they get the bacteria or the fungi fungi. But I'm wondering also, if the leaves can't get wet, then what if you plant this rose on the ground and then it rains, right? So there's no, so they will still get wet. So they will still have these spots. And that doesn't make sense. So I just let it like that. But I try to not water the leaves as much as I can because I can control the watering can, right? Am I still making sense? Anyways, and then this is the hydrangea that I was talking about. I mean, this is the like, I don't know if you can see it, but for me, they look like they're fading. It was kind of bright before when we got this. I mean, it was like bright pink, and then they're starting to like turn. There you can see it like the in the middle part. And based on Google, when they're past their blooming stage, or when they reach the peak of their bloom, they turn into this color turns into like light green, and that's how I mean, it looks like it's turning green, right? But at the same time, too much sun will cause it to fade. No. But it was also my fault because I kept on like putting them, because see my schedule, I have to water them at 8 a.m. But because I wake up late sometimes, or most of the time, I water them at or during noontime, and then I put them there out in the sun so they can get their vitamin D. But I think I'm killing them more than I'm helping them. So I put them here in the shade again. So that's that. Huh? Why am I upside down? There you go. Now we're back in the office. I'll just. Why is my forehead so big? Now let's get to reading because I'm more excited to share about reading more than any other updates. I just finished Katabasis. Oops, let's open the. I just finished Katabasis by R.F. Kuang. It was It was how should I make a review on her book? I liked it and not liked it at the same time. I think she's a good writer. I think she writes very interesting. Oh wait, I'll show you something because I saw very interesting. I don't know if you can see the shadow there. Can you see the shadow on the window? Oh, that looks so cute though. Can you see it? I hope you can. But anyways, I like Katabasis because it talks about deeper topics. If you really think about it, it talks about deeper issues than just like them going to hell. And I also like the how complex the characters are. They're not just flat, but there are parts that gets draggy for me. The book has a good effect because like you kind of feel like you're in hell, like waiting for it to finish. Well, not really. That's an exaggeration, on my part, but there are parts that are draggy, and I just keep on like wishing or like thinking, wondering like how or when is the story gonna end? Like how many more struggles, how many more like scenes in the book are we going to have before I get to finish it? But it has a good ending, so I thought that it's still I didn't waste my whole month. I actually like read it for a whole month. I'm using what do you call this? I'm using what app is this again? I feel old. Oh, margins. I'm using margins so that um I can track my reading. I started this April something. I started this April 9, and I've been reading it every day, but I have not been logging them because I don't want to because when I'm in the mood to read, I don't want to like grab my phone and then so just so I can log it because sometimes I get so I get sidetracked. I wanted to read and then when I'm on my phone, I forget like why am I on my phone again? And then I ended up scrolling on TikTok or like on YouTube sometimes. So, yeah. But April and then I just finished it yesterday, May 14. Yeah. I think the most that I read that book was yesterday because I really wanted to finish it. And today I am going to start The Wedding People. Again, this is a TikTok recommendation. I place a hold on I place a hold in Libby, and when it became available, I even though I'm still reading Katabasis, I claimed it. Is that a word you use for claiming books? Yeah. Oh, and I found a hack. So for example, you're still reading a book that you borrowed from Libby, and then another book became available, and because I'm running out of days to finish it, I should return it. I think I should return it on. Let me check. I should return it. Loans, not loans. Holds. Wait. Timeline. Was it timeline? Yeah. So I borrowed it for 14 days. I don't know if you can see. And then it should be returned on April 10, but it's already May 14 and I still have it because I turned off my Wi-Fi or my connection. I found that hack also on TikTok. So again, if you have like if your deadline is due or your due date is coming up, you can turn off your internet connection so that you still have a copy of the book in your Kindle, but at the same time, Libby will automatically return it to their shelf so that the person on in queue after you can borrow it. Did I say that clearly? I hope I did. So that way you're not holding the line. But I think you cannot hold the line even if you place it, like for example you finish you're already past you're already reaching your due date. Sometimes you can like borrow it again or extend it. This is on Libby. You can extend it, but Libby will tell you like, oh, there are more like people on queue. You can like um what do you call it? You can like try borrowing it again, but they will put you at the end of the line. If I understand it right, huh? Yeah. And then I also want to share this book. This is a Vietnamese book. Originally, it's in Vietnamese, but this one is the translated version. My husband's best friend's wife recommended this book. This is actually like a children's book, but this author, um, this is his name. I'm not going to read it because I don't know how to read it. But this is his name. This author is famous for writing children's stories, and these stories were also adapted into television. I decided to get this because I had, when she was telling me that, like when she was telling me that information, I felt like I can relate to that because in the Philippines we also have like children's TV shows. Although they are not based on books, it's kind of like I guess I don't think it's just an Asian thing, but it made me feel nostalgic. It reminded me of my childhood, I guess. But I think I wasn't reading a lot of books when I was a kid, like a kid. But for some reason it reminded me of that. So I got this. I got this October 2025 when we were in Vietnam. I read it during that time. When we got back, I was still reading it, but I stopped reading it because I guess I was also reading a book in my Kindle that time, and because I'm just borrowing it from Libby, I wanted to finish those books. So I got sidetracked, and then I was only able to finish it this week. It's a funny book. You can really appreciate the author's humor here. Oh, one last thing I wanted to share was the website I used to study for my driving test. It's the DMV dash, right? DMV dash permit dash test.com. And then you can look for your state, so you will get the questions that will be asked in your state. These are the things that I have been working on since April 8th. Yeah, around that time. This one, I just found this online and I thought I can make like my own version. And then I wanted to do some fruits. I'm not very good at colors, so I thought of using these two colors at a time. Most of these fruits are fruits in the Philippines. Like this one is mangosteen, but I don't know if you can tell that it's mangosteen. Then this is cashew. I forgot what the fruit is called. And then papaya, banana, of course, tamarind, mango, and then calamansi. And then I have two versions of that. And then this is from a picture. It's not proportion because I copied it from, not copied. My model is from a picture, and I use point 0.5 in that picture, so it looks um disproportion. And then I tried to do Philippine flowers. I'm not very fond of this one. And then I have more flower here. And then Filipino merienda, banana Q, toron, and this is isaw. But I can't do other. I'm overthinking it, so I cannot do other. I wasn't able to do other Filipino snacks. And then I am doing little different cups, mugs, whatever you want to call them, with different like drinks inside, but usually are coffee and matcha and tea or chai. No, that more looks more like tea, anyways. And then this one too. I was doing a different set. So my first set was mugs and or cups, and then breakfast. But I can't think of any other breakfast things. Or I don't feel happy with the other breakfast that I was doing. And then this one, I like this one. I like how I was able to do like a see-through vase. And then a teapot. And then I guess this one looks good from afar. But I haven't finished it yet. Yeah. So that's my drawing in the schedule. So, I think that's all the updates I wanted to share. I really just wanted to share these things because I have no one to talk to about this. Although I can talk about it with my sisters and my friends. But I guess I wanted to make more friends or make like share it to more people. So, that's all. And thank you for watching. And nice to meet you, I guess. No, not I guess. It's nice to meet you. That is all. Thank you and bye bye.